What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Les, Alex, and Jake for Impact Gaming Center, and we are live with the 5th round that Jake didn't put.
Oh, I forgot to put the number. That's the last thing I forgot to change.
Round 5 of 5. Before we start our elimination rounds, we got Alan on Abzan Ritual. This is a spicy little brew against CJ, who's just dominating the feature match area because he's in that spot where he can't quite draw. But he definitely needs to keep winning to make top 8. So, with that being said, thank you all so much. If you're watching live, y'all the real MVPs. If you're watching after the fact on YouTube, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell icon, set it to all so you don't miss out. And, of course, hit up ImpactGamingCenter.gg for all your Magic the Gathering, TCG, and other gaming needs. How's this matchup work out?
I don't know. Can you turn down the volume a little bit? Perfect. I have no idea. So Alan, from what I can tell, is playing an Abzan Ritual combo deck. He's playing the Amalia Wild Growth Walker combo that like terrorized Pioneer for years. He's playing
Forever.
He's playing Goose. He's playing Samwise, so he's got food in there. He's playing Viscera Seer.
Does he have like several several combos?
Under the ranks. I'm going to be quite honest. The only combo I see here is Wild Growth Walker and Amalia.
I know Samwise does some pretty crazy stuff too.
But I guess Samwise can combo with.
Is there a Academy Manufacturer? Because that goes pretty nuts.
No.
Samwise.
There's literally not at all.
All right, Samwise, we got a reader. CJ's going to take a read. We're going to get this card on camera as fast as possible.
Oh, yeah, Samwise, the guy from the one movie about the rings.
They walk. Well, yeah, I think it's like a walking simulator.
It's pretty much all it is. And then they yell, and then there's a really cool fight scene. And
then there's like this weird little dirty dude.
Yeah. My precious. So it's
My precious.
So Alan has triple birthing ritual.
Alrighty.
What a hand of Magic the Gathering cards. Birthing ritual being one of the new premier combo enablers because it just lets you dig so deep for combo decks for combo pieces, and if you're only playing like little creatures, like what Alan is doing.
All right, we got CJ gonna read that one too.
Is that you're pulling a birthing ritual?
Yeah.
So birthing ritual is a 2-mana enchantment. This is the beginning of your end step. Look at if you control a creature, you look at the top 7 cards of your library. Then you may sacrifice a creature. That's the big thing is you don't have to sacrifice the creature.
You don't have to do it. Yeah.
You don't have to sacrifice a creature first.
There's a goose.
But you can sacrifice a creature and put one creature onto the battlefield with CMC X plus 1 or less than whatever what would you call it? The creature's CMC is. So Alan sacrificing the Cauldron Familiar could have grabbed a 2-drop, but he found a Gilded Goose, which
pretty good with Samwise in play. Makes an extra food.
Alex, what is this box doing here?
Oh yeah, let me get that out of there.
What is that here? Just blocking our beautiful view of CJ. Oh, now I can hear him.
Well, there you go.
Interesting. We keep changing. Audio keeps changing all day. CJ's got a bunch of mana though. Does he have Tron? No, he's got the same thing last time. Was I think it's 2 mines and a tower this time though. So TKS gonna bash in there for 4.
Alan drops to 14.
I'm getting mad because I will say those buttons on the arena app specifically is a pain in the butt.
Yeah, they're very narrow.
You have to hit the
exact
the minus.
Yeah.
You got to remind me. I got an old Kindle I need to bring up so we can use laptop for that. I keep forgetting.
Stop having to ask the players.
I know. I have it at home. Problem is at my parents' house. I think it's a Wild Growth Walker, but we're just going to play another Birthing Ritual. We're just going to play another Birthing Ritual here. So, because the triggers happen one after the other, you could grab a card, sack the creature, then if you didn't like that creature, you find a better one, you can sack that one too.
That's hot.
I think this Abzan deck seems really, really well positioned right now because how is Boros Energy going to beat you through infinite life pretty much? I mean, they don't gain infinite. It ends up being somewhere close to like 90 life.
No, you know.
But I mean, Flages can kill you over like 10 turns. So, but I don't know. I don't quite know what infinite combo stuff he can do. Obviously, Alan's had some draws
Yeah.
somewhere in the day. We don't know where those came from, but looks like CJ is going to, before we can go to the end step with the birthing rituals.
Yeah, he's going to get rid of Samwise.
Sammy.
Crazy that all of the creatures from that set, other than Bowmasters, Samwise was the one that sees play.
I mean, it's a food enabler. It combos with food. You can draw cards with food. It does everything. I think the cool thing about that Samwise art...
It's the only named legendary creature that actually sees play from that entire set, isn't it?
I don't think anything else really sees
That's
play.
insane.
There's no Gandalfs. There's no...
So many epic and just legendary characters.
From Lord of the Rings, and it's just
freaking Samwise.
I love the art of that Samwise because it's like it's more like an original look of the art rather than like just the movie.
The movie, yeah.
Which I think was the goal of that set, was to make it look more like the book's interpretations of it.
Yeah.
In comparison to the movies, which I think they did a fantastic job at doing that. What is it?
It's the best-selling set of all time.
They
had to have done
you
something
shall
right.
not pass, or it's the you cannot pass, which is the original text or something.
Oh, yeah, and people are mad about that.
Read the books. I will say I tried to listen to Lord of the Rings on audiobooks. There is something about an old British white man singing to, because there's so many songs in the books.
Are there?
And he sings to you. And I'm just like walking through a Walmart with an audiobook. And this guy's like singing the bath. He's singing the bath song. And I was like, I can't do this. This is worse than Walmart radio. I'm just talking about Alan's resolving these birthing rituals.
Yeah, it's pretty mundane stuff here. But
I mean, he grabs a Viserys here, which has got to be pretty big.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, he's got 2 foods. He can sack the cat to scry and bring the cat back with these foods. I'm surprised there's no like Yggdrasil or anything like that in this deck. Where Yggdrasil is the
big old boy.
Is the new 5-mana 5/5 cat, where 5-mana 6/6.
Oh man.
Oh, there's Eugene. Uh-oh.
Alan's
like, ooh.
It's all colorless, right? Or non-colorless. So all colored things are going to get exiled.
So he's got some things here, though.
He's got
Obviously,
some things to sack. So we're going to sack the cat, scry 1.
Bottom.
Yep.
Bring it back.
Bring the cat back. Drain you.
Yeah.
Food. I wonder how deep he wants to go for food here, because the food won't go away. But I think what I think he's digging for here is Amalia, and so I think it depends where we leave off.
Let me take a look at this.
I'll let you look at it. It doesn't make much sense to me. I don't see like the direct combo. I literally think it's just an Amalia deck.
Yeah, Wild Growth Walker. Plus Amalia wins the game.
I mean, you don't win the game. You just have a 21 Amalia, and because it kills the Wild Growth Walkers.
No, you gain infinite life, though.
It's not infinite. It's like 96. It's deterministic, because the Amalia, once it reaches 20...
Does he have a way to so like the Pioneer version would play Aetherflux Reservoir and then just like boom cannon them.
Yeah, I don't see anything.
Yeah, there's nothing like that here. Does he have like a... No?
There's a wild... I can't imagine Alan's too happy playing this deck and seeing Tron. Because Tron could care less about you having infinite life.
Yeah, right?
Not even infinite life. Like, it's not deterministic amount of life, because the things you're doing are...
Buying Devour back.
There's
Playing Devour. That's pretty good.
Eat the Wild Growth. Wild Growth goes to the Exile Zone, which has got to be massive. I mean, you can't plan this out, but, all the Tron pieces exiling instead of destroying. Because these Abzan decks are like, put things in the graveyard, please. But all the Tron things exile.
All right, so now he's shooting him with Ugin.
And we're going to search up a Dryad Arbor. And then we're going to fetch, probably grab a Surveil Land or something. Nope, a Shock Land. Does he even have any Surveil Lands? Temple Garden, Godless Shrine, Overgrown Tomb, Concealed Corridor, Blue Marsh. There are no Surveil Lands in his list. So,
Interesting.
which feels weird because, like, every deck feels like at least plays like one-ish.
One or two, yeah.
If you're, I mean, unless you're Tron, because then you're not playing colors, but.
Right.
So he's got a Birthing Ritual in hand. He can play the Ritual, but I don't know how deep that gets you, because the problem is it's 1 plus the sacrifice cost, and the Dryad Arbor, the only thing you're going to grab is either another Dork, a Cauldron Familiar, or a Vasir Seer. And Dryad Arbor has no CMC, so I guess we'll see what happens here. But I mean, like, Alan ending up 202, I think is a pretty show symptom of, like, why this deck was also a problem in Pioneer.
Oh, yeah, it just takes infinite.
Because it
takes long.
It takes...
And if you get rid of, especially in Pioneer, if you got rid of their Aetherflux Reservoir, like, they would probably still win, but yeah, I mean...
The game just took forever.
Yeah.
There's, like... You only got 50 minutes, and when one game might take 35, 40 minutes, like, what do you do? So we're going to play the Birthing Ritual. I don't know what he's hoping to grab, so we do have to look, I believe. I don't think it's a may look. I think you have to look. There's the Amalia. There's a Vasir's here or something.
He's going to go
Let's just
to the
scoot
next
up.
game.
So, talking sideboards. Talking sideboards. Alan here has 3 Sun Cleansers. What is this card? Can you read that? Well, Voice Resurgence, duh.
What's your favorite card?
Dude, I don't know why I couldn't read Voice Resurgence. He's got good handwriting, and I'm just like blanking today. 2 Fatal Push, 3 Veil Summer, 1 Haywire Might, 3 Endurance, and 2 Skyclave Apparitions.
And for CJ, we just looked at this, but if you're watching the YouTube video, we got Ulamog, the Ceaseless Hunger, Emrakul, the Promised End, Grafdigger's Cage, Stonebrain. These are all one-ofs, by the way. Argentum Masticore, Cityscape Leveler, Disruptor Flute, Ensnaring Bridge, Liquid Metal Coating, Sundering Titan, and the One Ring. Pretty typical sideboard package for Karn the Great Creator decks. And 2 Trinispheres, of which he'll bring 1 in and keep 1 in the sideboard.
I don't know what Alan brings in here. So, like, the Haywire Might's probably pretty good. Skyclave Apparition can hit. The Ring and Karn. Voice not good because you're not playing spells in your turn, and Ugin's going to wipe it away because it makes a white-green token, and if you exile it, you don't get the...
Hey, Tron finally
voice.
does play, like, on your turn with
like,
K-Command. Finally, they have something to do.
my K-Command.
Yeah, they finally do something... Because the old Tron decks literally did not play on their opponent's turn.
No, it was also... Now they have an instant. That card being an instant's, like, kind of mind-bogglingly.
It's awesome, yeah.
I feel like this has to be, like, the worst matchup in the world here for Alan. Like, I'm playing low-cost dudes that get wiped away by Ugin. And, like, that's the way that Tron, like, has to adapt to the energy meta. So I make sense why.
Yeah.
I mean, this version of Tron, Alan probably isn't too thrilled to be seeing. Because, like, yeah, I'll gain 96 life from being 108 or whatever.
Yeah.
But if CJ just goes, Ugin, 3, 3, 3, 3. I'm going to play Cityscape, 8. There's like 11 a turn. You're dead in like 10 turns, and you're drawing 1 card a turn, and CJ has the One Ring.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm sure the deck's not... This is just, like, I think a bad matchup for this deck, but I definitely think this deck seems really cool when you're facing, like, Boros Energy. Because, like, what's Boros Energy going to do about this? Like, they can kill your Amalia, but then you can just return to the ranks, get it back.
Is Allen live for top 8, do you think? At 302? Oh, yeah, I guess he would be.
I can promise you, I'm not a tournament mather. I think it comes down to breakers.
Well-
and
So, like, if he wins this, he'll have higher points than CJ. So,
CJ would be at 9, and Alan would be at
11.
yeah. So
Well, it's like if he wins this, he essentially won 3 and then double drew. Obviously, his breakers are worse, but he has more points than everybody else.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I think both of these. Obviously, CJ, this is a win, and I'm pretty sure if Alan wins, he's also in.
Being the control player, how are you not like the master of the draw bracket?
I mean, I know that drawing's better than losing.
What was it, RCDC, like, because there's so much representation of blue-white, if you drew once, you ended up in this, like, special bracket of just blue-white control
Blue-white
players.
hell, yeah.
Yeah, like, you were
I know that bracket very well.
just playing against blue-white decks for the entire day. I think both players are going to mulligan here. But
All right, let's do this.
we don't have, there's no blue-white hellscape.
Yeah, there's
here.
one blue-white control player today, and they lost in round 1. So,
So probably not.
yeah.
I don't know how.
I think I saw him leave a little bit ago.
Dang.
So,
We had a pretty cool meta today.
a lot of Tron,
I thought a lot of Boros energy.
a lot of Boros. Yep.
I think that's so. Let's pull up the meta page for Goldfish because I haven't looked at modern meta games in a while. What do you think the current meta percentages of Boros energy?
I don't know, man.
Goldfish says 25%.
Is what?
25%. Frog is 8.2.
Boros is 25%.
25.3. Mardu went down to 5.6. So I think a lot of people are just switching off the
Wow.
the main reason to play black, which is the
25.3%.
Bowmasters and some amount of Thoughtseizes.
Yeah, Jeskai Control is only 4.2% now. Before the bans, it was like 4th most represented deck.
Yeah, I was talking to some guys, Jeff and some of the other people here earlier, about like the One Ring, and I think it just like pushes Boros energy over the top a little bit too much because it's such an easy card to fight against
Yeah.
the rest of the meta. But we're off to the races here with World Breaker into a. Ooh, there's a good start for Tron. The good old turn 1 mana rock when he goes
Ooh,
soul
yeah.
mana into rock. No turn 1 play for Alan. I think that's like a Temple Garden or something. The glare's a little bad right there, but
Yeah, we're in the process of fixing that. We got a new rig that should be here for next week's FNM. It's going to be hanging from the ceiling.
from the ceiling.
Yeah.
Is that what you guys said? That scissor lift back there?
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah, it's going to be.
they're
pretty
really
awesome.
putting a lot in this streaming stuff, but
Oh, yeah. Sparing no expense. So hopefully y'all keep watching. Hey, if you're watching on Twitch, got them Bezos bucks, hit that subscribe button because, you know.
there's
Amalia.
Amalia.
Alan said everybody's favorite, Amalia.
So just like, boy, I remember this card in Pioneer. I play Lotus Field. Okay. Good old CJ. Okay.
Okay.
I've heard that CJ okay before many a time. Amalia Benavides Aguirre.
Aguirre. Yes. There she is. Everybody's
2 mana, 2/2 Vampire Ward. Pay 3 life whenever you gain life. Amelia
the Vampire Scout.
Vampire Scout. Whenever you gain life, Amelia explores, then destroy all creatures if its power is exactly 20. So the combo with here, if you haven't seen it for Modern before, is you have Amalia and Wildgrowth Walker, which Wildgrowth Walker says whenever you gain life, you explore. Amalia says whenever you... Oh, sorry. Wildgrowth Walker is whenever you explore, you gain 3 life. Amalia is whenever you gain life, you explore. So you basically explore until Amalia hits 20 power.
That's right.
And then 1 explore trigger goes on the stack, and Amalia's ability goes on the stack, which kills the Wildgrowth Walker and all creatures because it kills.
There's a One Ring, by the way.
It stops the combo of it, otherwise it would go infinite and you'd never finish.
Yeah.
Which is why I was banned out of Pioneer for the main part, because if you give like the Wildgrowth Walker indestructible, you just keep gaining life and explore. You have to keep exploring.
Yep.
And you just basically because you can just keep the same card on top infinite number of times.
Yeah, it would draw the game out. Granted, you'd have infinite life, but
Well, you can't take any game actions.
yeah.
You either mill yourself or you keep the same card on top infinite number of times. But instead of Wall of Roots, or Wag with Walker, we have Wall of Roots, which does not interact with Wag or Amalia basically at all. Actually, you can't even cast Amalia because it just makes green mana. But CJ has 2 Tron lands and one of Ugin's Labyrinth. CJ in the tank.
Guess we can get this Amalia off the battlefield now. There we go.
Renegarbo? Do you even know what it is? I'm so fucking old. I don't know, maybe I'm only like a few years old.
CJ.
What are they talking about?
I think CJ is debating on Karning right now. He's got like 2 Karns in hand, so CJ could Karn. Grab something to deal with this Amalia. Alex, y'all gonna be able to do backup matches in the new rig?
Yes. So the really cool thing about the new rig is it has a motorized system where it can.
It's like on a track.
Yes. It'll move the camera left to right, and we will have backup matches, which means on Fridays, I will not get to eat.
Oh my gosh, you're just gonna be moving all around the entire thing. You'll just be constantly streaming.
Yeah. Yeah.
But think about the cool pictures you could take with that too.
Yeah. It's going to be good stuff. Our backup match probably won't have face cams, at least at first. But
I don't
still.
know how you do that.
Nah, there's a way. We're figuring it out.
What is a
Karn.
Karn?
Yeah, we're working on it. But no, it's going to be great.
Was my snooze a search, right?
Cityscape Leveler.
Oh, there's a big boy. You got a
I'm gonna get a
reader.
read. Cityscape Leveler. It's an 8 mana 8/8. With whenever you cast it or it attacks, destroy target non-land permanent. Then
get a
your
tapped
controller
Power
gets a
Stone
tapped
token.
Power Stone, and you can unearth it. So it's like this card's like designed really weird, where it's both a cast trigger and an attack trigger. But you like when you unearth it, you don't get the cast trigger because unearthing doesn't cast the card; it just brings it from the graveyard to the battlefield.
Yeah, kind of makes it fair-ish.
And
Not really.
A Power Stone is it's a artifact that can tap for 1 colorless, but you cannot use it. You can only use it to either cast artifact spells or like you can like activate abilities.
Yeah. Remember when reading the card explained the card? This literally, you don't know what.
If you
some of
didn't know
these
what
things-
Power Stone did or Unearth, you'd have no idea.
Yeah.
Because I mean, that's like one of the goals Wizards has with a lot of these new cards where, like, flashback is now kind of an evergreen mechanic because if there's an ability of a card where flashback could just be used as the keyword, or landfall was like Tireless Tracker was the perfect example,
Yeah.
they're going to print landfall instead of
Yeah.
whatever that other, instead of like whenever a land enters the battlefield. It's just landfall. So it's a way to keep keywords evergreen. But like I think that's, you have a new player problem with new players don't know what like Unearth does or what a Power Stone is, because like so many new set mechanics are so parasitic. Like the other night I was playing Pioneer and I had like Aven Interrupter.
Yeah.
Who the heck remembers what plot does?
I mean, yeah, it's rough. One thing I saw that this new card game Altered does is all the cards refer to themselves as I. So it would be like whenever I enter the battlefield, I do this. So it saves a ton of tech, like a ton of space
Yeah.
on the card. I think if Magic did something like that, obviously I don't think they're going to do that.
I mean, they're going to, because every creature is just going to be legendary.
That's true.
So it does matter.
Commander.
You know, there's
He's
Cityscape.
awesome.
There's not that. There's a Cityscape Leveler, but now you're going to have the Cityscape Leveler.
If you're watching after the fact, or if you're in chat right now, why don't you go and ask Jake what his favorite Commander deck is to play? Because he loves Commander. That is one thing. If you know Jake, you know he absolutely. You just can't stop him. He's all in between rounds. He's playing Commander with his buddies. It's just good times in Commander for Jake.
I don't like Commander.
Is this ASMR now?
I don't like Commander. I think it's a bad format. I think Commander's going to ruin Magic at some point. We're just talking about Alan is fetching and casting quarter callings and stuff.
Oh man. But yeah, he loves Commander. Don't let him fool you. But yeah, let us know in the comments. Ask.
All right, I have one commander deck.
Oh, the truth comes out.
I have one.
You are a
It's,
poser. You're a poser
I have
hater.
one because you need one to play with your buddies, and it's what is it? Lisa, Keeper of Silence or whatever.
It's not the Scarecrow deck that you had from like 2016 or whatever.
2016. No, that deck. I sold those scarecrows for one time. They spiked all in. They spiked because people thought there was gonna be a scarecrow. Or Reaper King got reprinted in something, and I sold them all.
Oh sure.
Poppet Stitcher was like a $50 card, and I was like, I don't want this card anymore. No, it's a Lisa deck. It's just where all of these because I'm a
Lisa Simpson?
no Lisa.
Oh, okay, that's a crossover they haven't done yet. They could do that. Probably
God,
coming
please no.
2026. I would love a. I would actually buy a Simpson Secret Lair. Wizards, get on it.
We're just gonna wait for the HBO to make their own card game. Is Simpsons? No, Simpsons is Fox.
Simpsons is owned by Disney now,
Oh, that's right.
which is hilarious because all the time, like from the beginning of Simpsons, they always made fun of Disney.
Oh yeah. I mean, Family Guy still makes fun of Fox. South Park makes fun of everything, but I mean, it's funny when their
Is
own
Family
shows-
Guy Fox too?
I'm pretty sure Family Guy's Fox.
So that means Disney owns Family Guy and Simpsons?
Yeah.
Wow.
Who owns? who
Now we're
owns
getting into the
comedies?
weeds right now. We're not even paying attention to the game.
Sorry, guys. We're off in our own world over here.
Samwise Gamgee enters the battlefield, though, very triumphantly.
Gonna use the Wall of Roots.
Ooh, we got a survey. We got a.
Got a bunch of walls going on over here.
Yeah, but. Oh, that's not a wild. I thought that was a wild growth wall here.
They're both
Might be.
Unfortunately, Alan has drawn the wrong 2-mana green creature.
Yeah, right.
But Amalia would, if Amalia attacked Karn, it'd get blocked by the Sowing Mycospawn.
Jake, what's your favorite commander deck? Asks Death.
Well, it's that Lisa deck that I have. It's the
Right,
only one
spells
I'm ever
deck.
going to probably build. And it's just where all these expensive cards that I keep opening because I'm a booster pack fiend keep ending up. So, like, my Borderless Poster One Ring's in there. The Enduring Tenacity cracked crazy foil from Dustmorn that I opened is in there.
Oh, baby.
The
cracked
anime
ice.
foil Smothering Tithe I pulled is in
I
there.
love the cracked ice. That's my favorite foiling process because sports
It's-
cards have been doing cracked ice for the longest, and I'm so glad that Magic brought
It's
it.
such a cool foil. And whenever I pull it out to show people, it's the easiest card in the deck to find because it's
Oh,
just
yeah.
obvious. CJ is going to just play out a turn of Sphere by tapping 1 mana for it. So Alan is probably going to respond here, tap some dudes with a Chord of Calling. But he's going to court for
Wild Growth
1,
Walker,
2
right?
No. So he's courting, so it's 3. He's going to court for, because the Wall of Roots can make green mana. So it's 2, 4. I think it's for 4. I don't know what he's grabbing for. Yeah, so he's adding the mana and tapping the Wall of Roots because Wall of Roots is basically 2 mana for Quarter Calling because you can use the wall to convoke and pay for a green
Yeah,
mana.
it's nuts. Wall Roots is great with Quarter Calling.
I want to. I don't know what he's grabbing here. I think it's either 3 or 4 mana, but
So why wouldn't you get Wild Growth here? Oh,
no, we're gonna grab
Sylvan
Sylvan Safekeeper. CJ, why'd you put it over there? It was so easy to see.
gosh. CJ, dang it.
You know, Alan here is using those new heavy play sleeves.
Oh, yeah, you can get those at impactgamingcenter.gg.
Have you ever used them before?
I've not.
I have not either.
I love their playmats, though.
They're advertised like all the content creators like kind of advertise with them.
Yeah.
There's an All's Dust.
Hey,
Well,
Heavy Play, by the way, reach out to us. Let's make a deal.
make your game play and your game day, and all the dudes get dusted to the graveyard. And I think we're screwing it up here.
Yeah, Alan says.
Sorry, Alan.
Yeah, that was rough. All His Dust is a pretty good Magic the Gathering card. All righty. Thank you all so much for joining us. That concludes this video if you're watching on YouTube. We've got top 8, though, to come, so don't go anywhere if you're watching live. And if you're watching on YouTube, there's a video probably about to pop up. So watch that one as we have over 150 live gameplay videos for you to enjoy. thank you all so much for hanging out with me. Yeah, let it rip. I think CJ did the old bait and switch. So
Yes, he did.
But yeah, thank you all so much. We appreciate you. Make sure to hit up impactgamingcenter.gg for all your Magic the Gathering needs. And of course, subscribe, like if you're watching on YouTube. If you're watching on Twitch, though, stay tuned. We've got top 8 coverage coming up. It's going to be a blasty blast, so don't go anywhere.
Stick around. We're going to have some great gameplay. If you were here for the last one, remember that store matchup was 6, so do not go anywhere.
All righty. Adios. Catch you on the flippy flop.